Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga
And I am Todd
Puckett,
Oh, yeah, Todd Puckett.
and this is Don's Used Photo Equipment, right here in front of the Great Wall of Film. Todd, today's the day. Today is the day.
Yes,
It's the long-awaited day. I hinted to it
yes.
earlier. I said we're going to talk about it.
Today we're talking about it.
Pentax.
Pentax.
We're talking Pentax. We're talking
Pentax
6.7, right?
Yes. We're going to start.
We're talking about the Pentax 6.7?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Pentax 110.
The 110?
And
no,
everything.
Wait. The Pentax 110?
110 to 6.7 and everything in between.
110.
We are covering the gambit.
I got better yet. Let's go K1000.
Oh,
Can we talk about the K1000?
Oh, hold on. If we're going to talk about the K1000,
Yeah.
we can also talk about the new lens that goes with the Pentax case.
We're going to have to get to that one.
Oh, that's
But
good.
at worst case, maybe we talk about the 645. Everybody loves the 645.
Oh, yeah, this is the N, 645N.
I know, autofocus. Guys.
Yes.
I love autofocus.
Now, we're just... The Pentax 645N,
Yes.
about 25 years ago.
Really?
We were Pentax, we being Don's Used Photo Equipment.
Him and the mouse in his pocket.
No, my dad and I had Pentax 645Ns in the store selling them brand spanking new.
So totally cool.
So totally cool. We were Pentax dealers in Dallas when film was king. And we
Film
sold
still is king.
quite a few. Well, yes, it's coming back.
All right, so you don't seem like you want to talk about any of those.
I want to talk about all of them.
How about we talk about something new?
New.
Do you have something new?
Okay, we have a foundation.
Uh-huh.
Now we're talking about what came from that foundation because that 645N, there was a 645N2.
Yeah.
Then everything kind of went dormant.
Brr.
For about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2011 film started going up. 2016, the store started focusing on film.
Right. This store.
Wow. 8 years later.
Uh-huh.
And, well, no. 16,
And
19,
how many videos have we said?
3 years later, we started the videos in 2019.
Yeah.
And then all during that early part, we were talking about the return of film.
Yes.
And we said, we really know that film will return when brand new cameras are being made.
And not the cheap little disposable reusables.
Yeah, not the $50.
Real cameras. Real cameras.
And we heard from a company about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah, that, hey, they're looking into it.
Yep.
We're making it to ta-da.
Ta-da.
Here it is.
So today's the day.
The Pentax.
Today's the day.
17.
We talk about the Pentax 17.
There we go.
Oh, well, I had it like that.
Oh. The Pentax 17.
The box.
Now, as far as I know,
New
I'm going to go
box.
through a little bit of a progression on this thing. Whenever I first started hearing about this,
How many rolls have you shot into, Todd?
I haven't shot any rolls yet
Oh.
because I only have your camera. Thank you for letting us. But this is you're jumping ahead of the story.
Every now and then I get to.
Young man.
It's my prerogative.
It's his prerogative. We are okay. What happened is I heard about this thing happening. So what did I do? I called them and said, "Hey, I would love to sell those things in my store."
Right.
And they said, "Well, here's."
You were Johnny on the spot with that too. At the first rumor, you were on the phone.
I was on the phone making phone calls.
It's like don't be joking with I can't. My heart can't take it. This better be real.
Don't tease me.
Don't tease me.
So I said, "Hey, who do I need to talk? Who do I need to talk? Who do I need to bribe?
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge that I can get on this list to sell these things?"
Right.
I got the regional rep.
Right.
So talked to the regional rep. My name got on the list.
On the list.
List.
Put your name on the list. All right.
Yeah. Do not resuscitate.
It's a black mark on his record now.
And I finally I talked to the regional rep. And I had been a dealer. I would like to be a dealer again.
Yeah.
Went through the whole process, signed papers, gave them part of my blood and gave them promises.
Drop of blood, a swab of spit, all that kind of stuff.
Everything. Permission to look through my criminal records, all of that stuff. And finally, I'm sitting there going through this whole thing, trying to figure it out and trying to see how long it'll take and what it can do. Then I found out as I'm going through this process, I found out, hey, there's another source I can get these from.
Say no more.
Say no more. Say la vie. I got 8 of them. 8 of them in my store.
You did. You got them pretty quick too.
I got them pretty darn quick. So I got 8 of them before I even became an official Pentax dealer.
It's because he's got methods. He's got avenues.
I got ways. I got
ways.
I got ways.
Right.
I got people. I talk to people, and they talk to people, and they tell me
he
to stop
knows
calling
a few people.
Stop bugging us. So
if we just sell these to them, he'll stop calling.
Yes, and I did for a while. I got 8 of them, and we did something about that. We did a little blip on it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got 8 of them in. I sold 1 that day, sold 1 the next day, sold 1 the next day. Then it went a while without selling 1, then sold 1.
It had a drought, and then all of a sudden it picked right back up.
And I'm sitting there going, And then yesterday I sold 1, today I sold 1.
Okay.
Now, out of the 8 that I initially got in, I only got 2 left.
2?
2 left. I'm sorry, Europe. I meant to do this. 2 left. That's not good in Europe. 2. No, like that.
Okay.
That's the 2-finger version of our 1-finger salute.
Oh, yeah. I see. So sorry.
Yeah, apologize. I didn't mean that. It's there's a story behind it, and it's actually interesting. But
this video is not for kids.
Yeah, no, that one is not. But so I got 8 of them in. Then I got anointed as a Pentax dealer.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The gallery was singing
the clouds parted, the sun shined down,
and
the bells rang, birds sang,
the Gregorian chanted, and it was a wonderful thing. It was lovely. It was just amazing. And but while I was talking to them, I said, hey,
I want to be just more than a Pentax 17 dealer. Right?
Yes.
You wanted to be a real dealer.
Well, I found out in talking and whenever they sent me the information, like how much they are, and here's a list of everything we sell.
Here's some prices.
And I looked down it and I go, oh,
lenses.
They still make lenses.
Still make lenses.
There's 5 lenses they make that
they still make lenses for this.
Pentax K1000. This lens right here will go on that camera right there.
Yes.
And I said, you know what? I would like to buy 2 silver, 2 black lenses of the 43 millimeter. And they said, okay. So you're not just interested in just the cameras? I go, no. So,
does that put me higher on the list?
I think it greased the wheels a little bit. Not sure, but a while later,
and that doesn't even look like new old stock. That looks like new.
That's new.
That's just new, guys.
Like the camera, that is a totally new design.
Brand new.
They said, hey, make us the best lens possible. And it doesn't matter what millimeter it is. It doesn't have to be a 50. It doesn't have to be the 35.
Just make us a good lens.
Make us an awesome lens.
A nice piece of glass.
And whatever millimeter. It's like 120, 220, whatever it takes. So that's what they did. 43, 55, 50 millimeter, whatever it takes. So they came out with 43 millimeter.
Sometimes it's a little easier to fudge the numbers. Yes.
Exactly. And it all hit at one time. And then I became an official Pentax dealer. And I got lenses in. I am on the waiting list of the Pentax 17. I've got...
Because you're getting more, right?
Absolutely.
He's expecting more cameras, guys.
I put more on the waiting list, and now it's just so you sit there and it's like no rain, and then it just floods. The bottom drops out.
All right, so we're having a lovely time talking about Pentax here. You're clearly
I am now an official dealer.
An official dealer of Pentax, which is great. So let's just dive into the Pentax 17, brand new camera.
Yes. Now. You have been doing a lot of studying on this. I have actually. I've
actually shot the camera.
This is actually your camera.
I know, right?
So I'm going to let you hold it.
I bought the first camera.
He bought the first camera.
He said he got them. I drove all the way up here from Waxahachie immediately.
Yep.
And I had to grab the first camera.
And you went, mine.
This is mine.
I
exactly.
know. That's mine.
I wanted this one.
That's it. So that was it.
I mean,
Then he went and shot it.
Yes.
Yes.
I did shoot it, and it is a nice little camera, and I showed it off at the second Saturday social, and all those guys who I know are mostly Leica snobs, they're like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yet, I couldn't help but feel they were a little bit jealous, maybe,
Just a touch.
because I had a brand new camera,
I
new film
got a
camera.
brand new lollipop.
I have a brand new lollipop. Yes,
And it is a fun thing because it's made.
I shot and developed film, guys.
He did his own developing, and we're going to show some of these.
Yeah, we'll talk about them. So hang on, because I'm gonna.
There's a lot of stuff to discuss.
So
I'm
going to have an actual review of this camera here in just a little bit, but we're just talking about the camera itself. I mean, it's nicely built right off the bat. Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't feel cheap and plasticky, and I think that's one of the most important things. Now, it's
But
not
it is
metal.
not-
It's not metal.
Well, there's metal in it because there is weight to it.
Right.
Not on the inside, the parts.
Yeah.
The outside, yeah.
It's still. I mean, if you drop it, you're probably gonna scratch it. You might crack.
Yeah. But the inside should be fine.
But that's what the wrist strap's for.
Yes. That's what there's. Now, yes, there's so many things about it. We did a video on this and the process of why they chose the half frame because it's great for social media, and
it's great for social media because all the when you're taking pictures like this, everything is in portrait.
Yes.
Automatically,
and that just flows right over to internet wonderfully.
Yeah,
and this was also built for a young crowd.
Hipsters,
younger
than hipsters.
Yeah,
what would be the millennial version of hipsters now?
Preteens and teens. I don't know. I don't know, but this was aimed at these things sold when they first came out. They make a batch. They have a batch they're going to make.
Right.
They cannot sell any more other than that number.
Okay.
And there are no waiting lists. So you either are yes, you're getting one, or sorry, try again.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yes. And 24 hours, the first batch is gone.
But clearly you got some from the first batch. I got a camera from the first batch.
Yes. Now, the second batch is about to hit.
All right.
And it's going to be any day now, or hopefully any day now, when the suppliers will get them to then turn around. Now, in talking about this with suppliers and people, I found out, I believe I'm the only one in the DFW area that has one.
I can believe that. I can believe
too.
that.
So many people have kind of turned their nose up on this a little bit because it's a half frame. Bad move.
Well, as much as we love, for example, competitive camera down the street, this isn't their bag.
That's not their.
This is not.
But I'm just saying, there's other places too. The group that you talk to.
Yeah.
The Leica snobs.
Second Saturday, so they prefer to be called Second Saturday Social.
Well, yeah,
but,
Second Saturday.
But yes, some of them do shoot Leicas,
and we do push and promote.
and I have a Leica too, but I'm more of a Nikon snob. So
right now, but a lot of them go, well, whenever you get a full frame, we'll talk about it. Listen to the end of this thing. There's so much stuff that we got to go.
Yeah, this is
so
a nice step in the right. This is a very good step in the right direction.
Absolutely, it is. And again, there's so many things to talk about that is I don't.
You don't want to hold it.
It's too much. It's too much responsibility
because you're talking with your hands too much.
Well, okay.
He might get quiet if you put his hands away.
I do. I get more subdued. It's really fun. Now everybody that's bought one.
Yeah.
I've sold 6 of them. 4 people have shot them and come back. The 2 that I sold like yesterday and today, they haven't had time to shoot them and come back. But the previous people who've purchased them have shot them, come back, and say, "We love it. We love it." I mean, they're not going, "Well, it's this, it's that." They said, "No, this is fun to shoot, and the quality's awesome. It is."
Oh, absolutely. So I'd like to right off the bat, I'm going to compare this to the Kodak Ektar half frame because you realize these both
H35.
The H35. They both take half frame photos, but while you're shooting the Kodak Ektar half frame, it's a very cheap camera. Okay,
but that does not mean it's bad. Yeah, that's just how it's designed.
This one is solid. So in comparison between, I know that this one took the picture, and I'm not going to have any problems. And I was like concerned. It's like, is this other camera even working?
Is it going to fall apart?
Is it falling apart? Am I ruining the entire roll of film? I had confidence in this camera.
Now, I have seen a lot of beautiful shots from that.
I've used that camera too very well.
35H is a wonderful camera. Sold one today.
Okay, yeah.
And, great stuff. But this camera here, it is definitely the step up.
Yes.
I mean, it is, but it's not only a step up. This is the first step of numerous steps that's going to come out with Pentax. Their next one will be a full frame compact camera.
Okay.
Then they have two different versions of the SLRs that are coming out, single lens reflexes. Like, I hope they call it the K2000. I don't know.
The K2000.
And that's really what
the K3000.
That's what made me wonder. I mean, are we going to have to just fight over old lenses or what?
Because you're thinking these old lenses are going to fit on the new body, right?
Yeah.
Or these new lenses
will fit on the
same mount, and hopefully they'll go into a body like this,
SLR.
same mount. Yeah.
The SLRs. And then, of course, after that will be two different medium format cameras. Wow. They've got everything planned out. And if everything is as planned out.
Which makes shooting film fun again. A new camera, the confidence of shooting
hand me your box
awesome.
right there. Hand me your box. That right there. Now, again, I tell you, they did so much research on this thing. They did so much looking and planning, and they did so much thoughtfulness into this that whenever you get your box, you open your box up, you take that out. What does it say right here? What does it say?
It's time for film.
It's time for film.
They did spend a lot of money on the box.
Film, but it's not that. It's the mentality. It's time for film. It's pushing the analog market.
Well, I know, but the quality of that box is on par with the quality of an Apple iPhone box.
Yes.
Okay, it's a nice box. It's made out of good materials.
They've put thought into everything from the packaging to the product to the future to why there's a thumb advancer as opposed to a little plastic wheel or an auto pull through it. They put thought into all of this stuff. Lots and lots of thought. And that's what makes it exciting, because it's not only what's now that's happened. It shows that they have really thoughtfully planned out the future on this thing as well. So if you're sitting there going, well, it's a hub frame. No, don't think of it that way. Think of this as the first step, and it's a tremendously good step to what's coming up ahead. If this thing is this good now, then the next one's going to be even better. Next one better.
And the SLRs even better.
Awesome. Yes. Lots to get worked up about.
I mean, you're not going to get there in one step. You've got to take a few steps. Unfortunately, when my kids were little, you started with the tricycle, and then you get a 12-inch bike, a 14-inch bike, a 16-inch bike, an 18-inch bike, and then you start asking your questions.
Then you get a four-wheel car.
And then you start asking your questions like, when did they invent all these bikes?
Yeah.
It's like, because I remember when we grew up, there was one size of bike. One size fits all. And it was a big leap to go from never riding anything to riding this big, huge mountain bike type of thing,
Oh, yeah. I remember you just having problems getting on your toes to get Lego.
Guys, this is the first step.
Yes.
And you know what? As they make more of these, I don't know. Do you think the price would come down with these?
I don't know on those, because it's one of those things to where I think the price will stay the same.
Okay.
And because once the next stage comes out, they'll probably still be making these, but it'll be lesser because everybody's going to be buying the new thing.
Everybody's going to want the new thing.
And it doesn't mean it's going to be cheaper. I think that it's just going to stay the same price.
Okay.
Because that's just my opinion. Now, on this, so many people, like I said,
17.
have bought it, shot it, love it.
Yes.
And I think that once people start seeing these things, they're going to start understanding the purpose of it.
Right.
This is for social media. This is just for basic shooting, for fun. There's a purpose for it, and it's perfect for it.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it's not a telephoto lens.
No.
It's
one lens. Limited.
It's probably it's going to do a little street photography, I guess. But ultimately, it's going to be for decent close-up pictures. I'd say anywhere from 3 to 6 feet away.
I had a wedding shooter look at that, and I said, "Hey, check this out." And they looked at it and I said, "That is really neat." But they like it, but they do want full frame. I said, "Yes, that will eventually be
a full frame."
Full frame.
Yeah.
And she goes, "When that comes out, you let me know, because for weddings, for the walking around party shots, perfect." I think that's perfect for the party shots, because a lot of those people, take them and put them on this.
Well, I think I like it because you're going to get a lot more shots. Period.
Yeah.
Just a lot more shots. I
You're
mean,
not gonna sit there and
72
change it out.
versus 36. They're smaller pictures. You don't
Yeah.
need super huge pictures. I mean, I got
No.
a lot of good shots.
Yeah.
So,
It's fun.
are we ready to talk about the
Yes.
camera itself?
The camera itself.
All right, so guys, this was a fun one. So I did get to have it for about a week before I brought it back up here. It comes with a body, comes with a strap, it comes with a cap, and it's a tiny little cap too.
It is.
As a matter of fact, this you can actually there's threads in here, I believe, if you wanted to put a filter, and this is a 40.5
Yeah,
millimeter.
it is.
40.5 millimeter. If you really want to put filters on here.
Yeah.
It also came with a battery. Was it a 123 battery, I believe?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Now, one of the interesting things, and I saw this online before I actually had the camera in hand, so we have the texture on the front is different than the texture on the grip is different than the texture on the back. So we
Right.
have 3 different textures. It almost makes me wonder, are we a test case here?
We may be.
Or did the
Maybe.
person who made the back not talk to the person who made the front, who was talking to the
Yeah.
person who made the grip? So,
The,
I mean, personally, I think I would have gone with the same texture all the way around for uniformity.
yeah.
But you never know. Maybe they did try that texture on this grip, and maybe it was a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't dropped it, so that's great.
It's working.
It is working. So
When you went out and shot it, how long did it take you to go through those 72 shots?
I mean, I went really quickly. I probably shot in like a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days.
It wasn't a 3-hour shoot.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
I did a little walking around downtown. I probably saw a little bit of family.
Downtown
I was
Waxahachie?
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
I probably saw the family a little bit. So around the farm and Dallas is probably mainly where I took my
Second
pictures.
Saturday group.
Yeah, it definitely second Saturday. So yeah, I mean I had the opportunity to just like click. Let's just
So
get through this.
over several days.
Yeah, at least
And
2 or 3 days.
Yeah. Then you would have had to have taken an extra roll of film, changed it out just to get the same number of photos.
Yeah.
Now you just did it all in one day.
I'm also choosy about when I take pictures though. I
Right,
could have
yeah.
just blasted the whole thing in a few minutes and been done with it, but I didn't really want to do that because to see different lighting conditions and different things like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So the number one thing to consider here is it does have a focus up here at the top. So and we'll try and show this to you as best we can later. But obviously you can start with a flower to a dinner plate to a person to 2 people to a family to a mountain range, which essentially so you have all the pictograms up here at the top, which is much like a Holga, which
Right.
is great. But
Right.
then you actually have either the meters down here at the bottom or the feet down here at the bottom. So if that's too confusing for you, and I'm just going to do this in feet. So less than a foot, foot and a half, 4 feet, over 5 feet, 10 feet, and infinity. So, I mean,
Right. Okay. Pictures on top, numbers on bottom.
numbers on bottom. So it's nice that they have 1, 2, 3. They have all 3 of them there to kind of help you out to figure out how far away you need the stuff. And that's one thing I was doing because I actually probably shot the K1000 here recently, and I was doing just zone focusing.
Right.
I haven't developed the film yet, but I stuck it on I think like the 15 feet mark, and I just went around and point shoot, and I'm looking for
Best guesstimated 15 feet.
right. I'm looking forward to see how those pictures are going to turn out.
Now wait till the end of this because there's a lot more exciting news. We're going to be doing with this.
Right.
Yeah. This is going to be a lot of stuff.
So there is an on-off button, so you're safe as far as it's off. However, if you do turn it on and leave it on, it's going to turn itself off. So you don't worry about killing your battery because that is one of the things they added to it. It's very nice to them because in normally cases you leave the battery on, you're going to kill
It drains
the battery.
the battery.
That's not the case here. It will turn itself off, but you might want to have to do that little half push to
Right,
get it to wake it up.
Yeah. And you may lose a shot, but you got
may lose a
72
shot.
shots, so that who knows? You're not going to really miss much.
Now, when they have a little program dial up here, so you can either do program or bokeh, or you can do auto, or you can do more night shots. It does have a little bitty flash in it. So let's see here. See, it's charging right now. Let's see here. Is it charged? That's
I
right.
think it is, but it may not. Yeah.
There we go. So it's not a super strong flash, but it's not any weaker than any other, like a Holga or something like that. So, 3 to 6 feet away, you're probably going to cover something with enough flash.
Right. Absolutely.
You can set your film speed here. I don't quite, they have a dot for the 400. I'm not quite sure whether, 400 I thought would have been one of the most popular ones. It's like, why didn't you have a 400 number on there? But you know, they got with what they got there. You can do the exposure dial plus up or down. So if you've got darker settings or lighter settings,
pull.
Yeah, push pull.
Little place to put
you have the little square on the back to put your film roll thing. If you want to tear that off and stick that in there, that's always helpful. But obviously you've set that up here at the top as well.
So a lot of features on there.
It's a lot of features.
Yeah.
And it's a nice, compact, light little camera. I think I stuck it in my pocket an awful lot because it's a slim camera as well, on par with a Leica, right? It's not very fat. It's not PHAT fat.
Mm-mm. And then if you want to, you can Google this, and they will tell you where they got certain parts off of this. It's like this was a new creation, but this
pick and choose.
This I think was off of a certain camera. The winder. This part right here came off of a GR, I believe.
Okay.
And this part this lettering here came off a different camera. So they did take bits and pieces off of other things and wound it up into this new package, which is totally redesigned.
Yeah.
And there's only so many ways you can recreate the wheel, and it is a nice lot of compliments on the looks on this. Now, you shot 72 shots with it, and we're going to be showing some shots, I guess, throughout this. And a lot of people have been very pleasantly happy with the results of the shots.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They say it's much more like a 35 millimeter SLR with glass. And that's what we are used to and accustomed to, not the toy cameras.
Right.
And you turn this sideways.
You can just slide it.
I know, but it's just, yeah.
Some of them you want. So I think that was probably one of my biggest things. So because I knew I was going to be taking pictures for this video, I wanted to take a lot of things in landscape. So I was taking things like this. So, I was having to turn the camera. If I was taking things for Instagram, I'd have no problem. I'd be shooting like this, and I'd be very comfortable the entire time. So that was my only thing. I knew what I needed for this video. And
Oh yeah.
I shot. So I'll share the link to my photos down below
See, very exciting group of people.
I know, super exciting. I shot Ilford photo Delta 400. I don't usually shoot Delta 400. It's a little bit darker than I would have liked it to be. So I think next time I might shoot it at a slower speed so I can get some more light. Otherwise, I think I got everything I expected with these photos. I mean, they were mostly all in focus. They had everything I took the picture of. I just needed some more light. That's really all I needed, right?
I like this.
Yeah.
Deep Ellum. That's the whole thing, is that you could sit there. It'll take you a while to go through all 72
shots. It certainly will.
We're going to let you go through his link and check those shots out. And you will find that they're very good shots.
They're pictures.
Pictures. Yeah. It comes to what you expect.
Yeah. All right. So, unbelievably or not,
no, I don't believe it.
I actually read the manual.
I don't believe it.
I know. And
wait. How many languages is it?
Many. It's in many languages.
Don't
count them.
I'm not.
Don't count.
Wow.
So
it's not that many pages.
No, for each one, it's very thin, and they're mostly pictograms. Okay.
Oh, no, that makes it easier.
I would like to draw your attention to the warnings, which were first. Of course, now rarely do I read a manual of any camera.
Warnings.
Okay, but when you have warnings, you're thinking, all right,
danger, Will Robertson.
What do we got going on here? Warning: do not place the camera and its accessories within the reach of small children. You know why? They might want to shoot film for the rest of their lives. That's why you shouldn't do that, right?
They may catch the shutterbug.
So take care to keep the battery. You don't want them to swallow it.
Yeah, that's true.
Wrapping the strap around their neck may cause. Mind you, it's not even a very big strap. But, come on. If the product falls, or is operated accidentally, it may cause serious personal injury. So don't, and that's if somebody drops it on you. Okay. But this is the one that I really liked, guys.
Now I can see if somebody threw it at you.
If they threw it at you, don't go throwing a camera at anybody.
Don't go throwing it. Yeah, not a good thing.
This is the one I really liked. Depending on your individual factors or physical condition, the use of the camera may cause, are you ready for this? Itching, rashes or blisters. In case of any abnormality, stop using the camera and get medical attention immediately. Itching, rashing, and blisters, Todd. If you get that film itch,
I don't know.
if you start getting that film bug, you might have to stop using the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you got any more film, man? I need some film.
I don't know why I started shooting this Pentax 17 and I can't stop itching.
Where can I get more film? Yeah. I can understand that. That could be highly effective to or hurt your wallet.
Well, guys, it's a fun camera, but then, as we were showing, Pentax has a lot of fun cameras, whether they're new or old. I highly recommend this K1000. This big dog of mine, this Pentax 6.7, much like the shirt here. Yeah. This is a monster of a camera if you want to shoot medium format.
And they're still popular.
My
prices
favorite
have actually been dropping on some of those.
My favorite, of course, is the 645N because it's autofocus.
We used to be selling those.
I love this camera.
And I believe they still make lenses that you can get for that.
Right, make the lenses. But then as you have over there, and I can't reach that one, the little one.
Oh,
yeah. So cute.
I lost it. I couldn't see it.
Pentax 110 is so cute.
Oh,
I mean, it comes in a big box, a big red box.
Gosh, yeah. Well, that's because...
but it's a tiny little camera.
That's because there's lenses and other things in here. It's not just the thing.
I hate the idea of shooting smaller film, but this camera looks so cute.
You just buy it to have it.
I know, right? I just have to have one just to have one.
I don't know how it. You want to talk about this though?
Yeah, I want to talk about the lens too.
There's a silver and there's the black. Which one are you interested in getting, sir? And we will.
That's a good question here because this comes with a black lens. All right,
yes.
So this is Mrs. Holga's.
Yes.
Pentax K1000. Okay. So she has had it now. She claims it wasn't hers, but somehow it was in her possession. So it was either hers or her sister's. Needless to say, it's
yours now.
It's in my possession now. It's my camera. It comes with a black lens,
of the law. And
this is a kit lens because it's an f2 50mm. This was what you would consider standard for all cameras. Right. Now these lenses, both being the same, obviously one's coming in black, one's coming in silver, but they are 43mm.
43mm, and I think they may have the effectiveness of a 38 or 35 or something. I don't know.
Well, why wouldn't they be a 43? Because it's
because
this is a 50.
If it's on a digital camera, it's a 43.
But if it's on this, what is it?
And maybe a 38.
So it would be a wide. It's a wider.
See,
lens.
I thought you were going to do the research on that.
Oh no, that would have been called planning.
Planning. Yeah. We can't do that.
So I don't know. Which one do you think would look better on this camera?
I think the silver one would be more wow.
Because you know what? I have so few silver lenses.
I know.
Because if you look at, this comes in black, that comes in black, that comes in black.
Black.
I think a silver lens would stand out the most.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go silver.
All right.
Are we opening it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Come on, open it up.
Heck, you want to do the honors?
Well, let me get this.
I'll take that off.
You take that off.
You open it, because sir, this is your.
I'm buying.
This is your new camera, and welcome to it.
My new camera lens. I'm buying new camera lens. See, Todd has not opened one of these himself.
I haven't.
Once again, this is a really nice box. It really is.
Yeah, it's different. It's more normal than that one, but it's still a nice box. So we have an unboxing right now.
We have an unboxing. We have instructions. I bet it says something about itching.
Give me more film, please.
Okay.
Give me more film.
So it's all nice and wrapped up here. I got instructions. Unboxed. I'm gonna set the box aside.
All right. Now it's in a wrapper, or it's in a
bag. And then it's in a little leatherette bag. Lovely little Pentax.
Wow, yeah. Nice bag.
Okay,
we are excited.
Unwrapping this. I mean, they put it together very nicely. I have to loosen this to even open it up. Nice. It has that leathery sound to it.
It does.
It's kind of squeaking itself open here.
It sounds like really.
And then of course we have it's once again in another baggie.
Yes.
In another baggie. Hasn't been opened since it left the factory.
Untouched by human hands. Until now.
I mean, it's very nice.
Wow.
It is pretty.
let's do something here real quick.
And this is a really nice quality lens cap.
Oh, that's a hood on it,
This
too.
is all metal.
That's
oh,
a
is that
hood.
is that a hood?
Yeah.
One second.
You got that? Yeah.
No, it's not coming off.
The other way.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Not coming off. Oh, wait. I take that back.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the unscrewing of that. What did you say?
I was saying you're wrong. You're so wrong.
So wrong. So wrong.
But, all right. So that's nice. But, of course, then I don't have like a lens cap for this, though.
There isn't?
No.
Yeah.
This lens cap was
here.
Here. I seriously doubt this lens cap just fits on here. It doesn't. So.
Yeah.
All right. I do have a back.
Oh, wow. Okay. So here, I'll let you.
You know how to put it on. I have not. I am not the pro at the K mount.
It's actually a touch shorter.
It's a touch shorter.
So it's a little bit more of a pancake lens.
It's supposed to be a 43. I think it would be great for zone focusing.
Red dot to red dot.
The red dot cell?
Yes. Oh,
and it clicked into place.
I love that sound. Look at that. Photographers everywhere. That is a thing of beauty.
Oh, that is nice. And it is really wide, too. Nice wideness to it. Definitely not a 50 millimeter lens.
Yes. Yeah, that is... Wow. So, it covers quite a bit.
Almost from light to light, where we're looking here, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can see bits of the light on both, but
yeah.
I mean, it's covering over two of those spaces in front of us. That is a beautiful lens.
It is.
It looks gorgeous on that body. Yeah, I think silver over black right now is for this. I think that is.
Well, it's not the same silver though.
Yeah.
But it's still
okay.
It still has a nice. It has a standout to it.
This is going to be probably what their new film camera looks.
Yeah.
Like.
So if the film camera comes out and it's in this same silver, which it's pretty close.
Yeah. See. It's a little bit closer
to that. It's a little bit closer. That would be great.
Yeah.
It's smooth and it's new, guys.
Oh, wow. And the pricing is good because there's a sale just for the month of August.
This month is August.
Shazam!
Shazam!
This is August. Well, right now, whenever you watch this, who knows? But I really don't want to tell people about the sale price. Well, hurry in for the month of August because August 2024.
You need to come in to hear the sale price.
Yes, come in and hear the sale price.
Yeah, I think I like it without the lens hood though because obviously, I mean it's much bigger. It's more like the 50 millimeter at that point. But it's nice to have the nice pancake size to it.
Let me see here because you were doing the oh wow
the focus.
I mean,
but I was going to do some zone focusing, some street photography, guys.
It is smooth.
I get out walking around for lunch, and I just take the camera with me, point shoot. These people don't even know their picture taken by the time I'm gone. So.
Wow. Yes, we live.
It's got its own putting green in here. So that nice green velvet.
Ha! So you get fleas in there and play a whole round of golf.
This is going to be good. So I'll have to get you guys some pictures of this.
Yes, absolutely.
Overexcited today. Overexcited. I can't believe we've talked about one subject for the entire video. All Pentax.
And it wasn't about me either.
No, of course not. Not at all.
Wow. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep saying one word over and over, but
Well, it's pretty exciting for you to become a dealer. And it really helps out the sale of film and the establishment of this store. So that's a really good thing.
They didn't make this just to throw out there. They made this to put out there and also to interact with the industry, with the field that they're going out into, with film.
Right.
And I believe that they are, and again, we will hopefully see in the next month or two.
You're right.
Their tie into the analog world. Now, as I mentioned before, I believe that right now I'm the only person in the DFW area that has these in stock. And I had 8, sold 6, got 2 left, got 6 more coming in hopefully next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to set 2 or 3 of some of these things aside because I need them for when we have the event. And that question had been brought up to me. It's like, if we come out there and do this and do that, will you have something to sell? And I go, well, if you have something to buy, I will have them to sell. But in case they don't, because these things are flying off the shelf. 2 days.
You're almost out, right?
Yeah. 2 days, the first batch was over with. Not even about the same amount of time for the second batch that cut off. I have heard that some places they are having lotteries to get on the waiting list. And
was my name on the lottery? Did I win?
You did, because you know the proper place to go purchase it.
Okay,
that's right.
All right.
You know the right people.
I know a few people.
And it's just all working out. Stars
are aligning.
They
clouds are parting.
It makes me a little nervous because it's a lot of outlay to put into these things. I just got 8. I got 6 more on the way. That's wow. 8 is what? How many is that? It's 14.
Yeah, you might be the leading seller here sometimes.
And it's definitely in the DFW area.
Yeah.
But I talked to one supplier, and the guy said, yes, some people bought 1 or 2, and then now they're going to buy 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so you definitely...
You're buying them by the case.
Almost. If I'd known 10 were in the case, I would have.
There you go.
But they were saying that I did get the early jump, and I am going to get, I'm definitely hopefully getting more in. I've already had orders put in. So I will be setting a couple of these things aside for future events, and I will be updating everyone whenever we have a chance about the Pentax Day at Don's Used Photo Equipment, about other events we will have tied into this. And so just stay tuned, watch everything, watch our social medias, watch Instagram, Twitter, all of those wonderful things.
Yeah, watch this.
So thank you for participating.
All right, guys. With that,
we appreciate it.
We're going to wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed it. Listen, if you have any questions.
Oh, one thing.
We were so close.
Whoa.
So close.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
We were so close.
I want to tell you, I had a customer come in.
Wait a second. If this is not Pentax related, you cannot say it.
I won't say the name. But this is what a customer gave us.
But if it's not Pentax related, you have to save it for next time.
No.
Yes. All right, guys, because I can tell right now it's not Pentax related. With that, guys,
it's store related.
Please share, like, subscribe. But tell a friend.
Tell everybody.
Tell 2 friends.
I want to tell the story.
Tell Mama Holga.
Oh man, just tell me I can say it.
To watch this video.
I want to say it.
Sorry, you have to save it for next time. It is not Pentax.
No.
Guys, we're gonna see y'all later.
Bye. You're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
You're killing me on this, man.
You're already
fade to black. Fade to black.
Fade to black.
I want to get out of this. Oh man, you're hurting me.